What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Runewords Reimagined, the show where it takes me about 13 tries just to make the intro. That wasn't a joke, that actually just happened. So today, we are going to be talking about the rune word Rain Reimagined. Now this one, to make it, what you need is Burr, Cham, and another Burr rune. So it's pretty effing expensive. It's not the most expensive in the game as a whole, but I think it's one of the top expensive ones there. I think if I was gonna have to choose the most expensive one, it'd probably be Peril, which is Cham, Low, Burr, Burr, Low, Cham. And now I will make that eventually, but that's a lot of Cham runes and a lot of Burr runes. So I'm kind of trying to make other stuff before we get there, but I guess we'll see what happens. So let's just go ahead and make Rain Reimagined right now. Actually, real quick, before I get into that, I did corrupt this diadem right here, but all it gave me was 23 lightning resistance. So, and then earlier, I had a Shaco that I tried to use a corruption orb on, and it bricked my Shaco, and I didn't know I could brick my item like that. Like, it turned it from a Shaco to just a random rare Shaco that was garbage. And like, I wanted to cry myself to sleep. Now, obviously, I have another Shaco on here, but the other one I had like 3 ist on it. So I was pretty pissed because I lost 25% better chance of getting magic items. But if anything, please understand, if you're watching this, don't do that. Don't make my mistake. If you have something you already really like, don't even risk it on the corruption, because you might end up bricking your harlequin crest Shaco. So anyways, let's get to it. We got a Burr, we got a Cham, and we got another Burr. And here we go with Rain Reimagined. It's going to give me 4 to all skills. So I'm pretty sure I could double check this. Aside from some crazy uniques you might be able to find, that is the one that's going to give you the most amount of plus to skills for a rune word, and it's looking like that is a yes. Yeah, so this one right here has the most amount of plus to skills. It's the only one where you're going to be able to get 4 plus to skills on a rune word, and it makes sense now why it's so expensive, doesn't it? It also is going to give me 25 to all attributes. This one rolled with 128 to life. Gives me replenished life of plus 20, something I have been on the record as saying I don't really care about at all. It also is going to give you 86 to mana, regenerate mana 100%, and although regenerate mana doesn't really do all that much, I can actually say that this right here might actually help me because I already have a whole bunch of regenerate mana on other pieces that I'm wearing. So with all the regenerate mana that I have combined, there's no way you can tell me that it's not going to actually help my character. So I got that 23% lightning resist on there, but that was just because I actually, made sure I tried to get it corrupted, which I only tried because this was a white item. Now, if this had been a Shaco, I will never do that ever again. Biggest mistake I've ever made, and I can't believe I did it. Now, I'm also going to get damage reduced by 16%, and you cannot be frozen, which is great. And one of the things I really like about that 16% damage reduced is I've been like trying to stack that. So I also have what's known as Soulstone of Power, which gives me another 10 damage reduced. I also have the Diablo Soulstone Ring, which also gives me 10% damage reduced, plus the Enigma that gives me the automatic 8% damage reduced. So that's 28% damage reduction before I put this on, which means I'm about to be sitting at 44% damage reduced, and somehow I will still die to all the Ubers. I'm calling it now. So, but it helps. And this character is a farming character, which I'm sure you can already ascertain that. But that means that all that damage reduction is really going to help me go out and farm a lot more. So 16% damage reduction is great. I don't think anybody should be complaining that. In fact, I could easily say that this rune word is probably relatively overpowered. I mean, 4 to all skills is just effing crazy. I freaking love that. Not to mention you get the 25 to all attributes, which is going to make that 128 to life stand out even more, and that 86 to mana stand out even more as well. Let's go ahead and put this on and we can see what the difference is going to be between my Shaco here, which gives me 148 to life and 148 to mana. So let's see if this will be above that. It should in theory be above that, and it is. Yes, so yeah, that is except for the mana. So the mana goes down a little bit, but my life definitely gets a nice increase right there. I am a little confused to that one, but it must be because I only got, what, 86 to mana? Yeah, it looks like I only got 86 to mana right there. So, I mean, all in all, man, like, this is a great freaking rune word. I can't think of much of anything else I would rather have in terms of affixes. The only one that I think I would rather have would probably be like some negative enemy lightning resistance. If I had that on here, then I would be over the moon. You know, like similar to a Griffin's Eye, right? Like this is kind of my makeshift Griffin's Eye at this point, except I don't have any negative to enemy lightning resistance, which I wish I did. So I think that's pretty much it. I know this might have been a smaller video, but to be honest with you, I think the affixes kind of speak for themselves. I think once you see just 4 to all stats, I don't think I really need to try to convince you any more than that this might actually be a rune word that'd be worthwhile for you to go out and try. So if you are here, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. And everybody have a great night. I'm gonna throw this on and I'm gonna go do some farming because that's what I do. Yeah, look at that. She looks great. Gotta love it. Late.